Hey everybody, AZ80s Girl here in my segment with Gem and the Holograms Truly Outrageous Original Dolls series I'm doing. I have a lot of other toys we're going to be going over, and today we're going to be talking about Kimber. Kimber was the guitarist, as you want to say, and I will be showing you the differences between Kimber and second series options, and then also just how to dress and undress Kimber and what to look for when you are buying a Kimber doll. So if you are looking for a Kimber doll on eBay or Etsy or wherever you find one, a estate sale or garage sale, all the dolls came with a poster, which I'll show real quick. Okay, here's the poster it came with fashions on the other side. I would tack it too because I had it on my wall. And they also came with the cassettes. The Starlight Girls did not come with the cassette, and either did Gem, because Gem's earrings flashed and she had a microphone, so she did not come with a cassette. The Gem and the Holograms actually came with the white cassettes here, and I'm going to play this a little bit from her cassette. This is her cassette. They do have their names on them, so there's no mistaking who they belong to, so that's good. Her name obviously is on here, is Kimber, and she was actually Jerica's sister / Gem's sister. So her last, Kimber Benton was her last name. They were sisters. All the Misfits came with the black cassettes here. The dolls were 12 inches high, so you definitely could tell the difference between a Barbie and a Gem. A Gem doll just looks massive compared to a Barbie. So they also came with a comb and a stand. Comb, usually a pink comb or so. Gemma came with the white. There were a couple other different color combs. And then a pink stand. All the Holograms came with the pink stands, and then the Misfits came with the yellow stands. Synergy came with the purple stand, and so did Rio. So with the pink stand, this is the peg that goes in it. So you pull it out, and mine kind of shows some dirt, wear, scratching over time. It says Gem in the stand, so there's no mistaking this. It's very unique towards the doll. It can show some melting. I think mine has a little melting marks, just depending on how it was stored. This is the peg. It can show some stress and some cracking. I've seen a lot that break and people have taped it because it is a kind of a strange stand to have. They can also get loose over time just from being put in and out, popping it back in or not. Okay. So if you don't have a stand and those are just broken, you can always buy these type of stands. I think they're called Kaiser stands. I found it on Amazon, and they fit 12-inch dolls. They adjust up and down, and you can just put it around their waist. Okay? Pretty inexpensive to get. Now let's talk about Kimber. Now Kimber has the keytar. I'm going to take it off here. And they have a silver strap. It seems like a lot of the Misfits have the gold strap, and the Holograms have the silver strap. Yeah, it looks, well, it kind of changes over time, but right now you can tell that the main original dolls that came out had the silver strap. And these can show some wear over time, especially her keytar can show some wear into the paint of the actual keys, and I've seen some that are broken, so just look for that when you're looking for the accessory she came with. Now she has also some pinkish purple heels that she came with. A lot of the Gem dolls and fashions have a lot of pink purple heels. It is a little difficult to tell. There's some great websites out there that you can look up their fashions, and you'll be able to tell a little better from them. She actually came with socks. Hers are like a fishnet white sock on each foot. So we'll take those off. And they're a little stretchy. And then she had a lame, like a blue metallic pants. There is a snap on the back, which is, and then a Velcro at the back. Okay, so they're little cropped pants, it seems. And then just kind of loosen those up down her leg. Now their legs are pretty rubbery, and so they can be a little hard to get off and on. I'm trying to get them off without putting them inside out, but it might have to happen. Alright, so we'll just get that going. Alright, let me see here. The last segment I went over was with Stormer, and as I said in that one, there was a time in the show where Kimber was just fed up being the little sister and not in the spotlight like her sisters that turned into Gem. So she left and did a duet with Stormer, and that's where she saw her bad side, looks like. So anyway, this is her lame silver, not silver, lame blue. It's like a bluish silver pants. These can definitely show some wear over time, like the paint loss, just marks over time. It's kind of wear, but it's, you know, it's so common to find that it's really not a big deal to find, to display mine like that. Now her top, let's put her arms down and straighten out her arms. This is her top. It's a like a soft felt type of jacket, and then she has the silver, like the blue lame ruffles, blue lame at the collar, and some more pinkish purple ruffles at the chest. She does not have anything on underneath. It's just the jacket, and there's one snap that goes there. So you have to just get it on her just right, so she's not showing her business to everybody. So you just slightly take it off her shoulders and then release it there, okay? So this is the back of her jacket. It has some slits on the back. It's a white felt jacket. Now over time, these can show some dirt. It can start getting yellow, grimy. These are hard to clean. I have tried to clean mine as best I can. But you know, you will find that they over time, that they have show age. So this one looks pretty good for the age. I do not have a second series Kimber, as in the second line of Kimber outfit that came out. I wasn't really a big fan of that line, so I didn't get that. But her whole outfit is different. Her hair is different as well. If you find a Kimber doll that has holes in her ears where she had earrings, that's a second series doll that had a totally different outfit, okay? She came with like green earrings, and she had a teal sparkly bandana a scarf around her head. So that could have been attached to her head as well. I do have the jacket that came with that. It's a totally different jacket. It's still like something she would wear, with the lacy ruffles, a shiny purple collar, and then a purple with some zigzaggy stripes throughout. And again, it's just the jacket. She didn't have anything on underneath. And then she had like a yellowish, greenish pants, like silky pants that went with it. Again, I wasn't a fan of those, so I didn't get that whole series. But that's a totally separate Kimber doll, and you could tell. Now with Kimber, her hair was slanted to the one side, so it was shorter here, and then just like got longer as on the other side, okay? There's some short pieces up here, but you know, it's usually just brushed down and to the side. Very pretty doll, okay? So when you are looking for dolls on eBay or garage sales or etc., definitely look for, I always go over this on all my segments, chipped shoulders, stains, chews, mold. I didn't throw that in the other places, but mold, if it smells bad, because a lot of these have been stored probably improperly. So definitely need to give them a bath, a wash, and make sure they're not stained in the face, holes in areas there shouldn't be holes, and shoes on their hands and feet, and if their waist is tight or not. Now her waist is good, so as long as it can hold a pose, we're good. Now also look for, you know, that their arms are clicking, all their joints are clicking. Okay, and then the knees and the knee. Some are louder than others. It's okay, that doesn't hurt them. And then some may be looser on the joints because of just how much people have played with them. And then I've noticed some that are just from being in the stand a long time, that one's more than the other. So they should be able to pose like crazy. So let's get her dressed. I think she's getting a little cold. So we'll get her dressed up here. And then I'll get the pants on first. So I always slide the pants up the back, one leg at a time. A little easier getting them on for sure than getting them off. And it's definitely easier than doing tights on everybody. So I think most of them have tights. A lot of them magnets. And each of the gem dolls have holes in their feet, and that's just how they came. Just the mold of how they made them, okay? So don't worry if they have that. Okay, and then you just scoot it up at her back, Velcro the back at her rump, and then the snap in the back, okay? And that's how her pants go on. And then we can do the jacket. And I usually do the jackets with the arms in the back like that. And then one at a time. At the same time, I'm sorry, so you get one in each hole. And then try to just scoot them on. Now you gotta be really delicate with the clothing and then their hands. Their hands are really big, so if you're trying to get it through there, just make sure that they're not flopping too bad, because I've seen a lot of gem dolls out there that broken hands and hands fell off. Especially Rio. Rio's hands come off all the time. See? Okay, and just adjust to get her straightened out here. Okay. Flip up the collar. Make sure she's all in place and things are covered up, right? And then you got the one snap in front. Now, if it doesn't snap, there we go. Press it as hard as you can to get that snap in there. Alright, so I'm going to fix my collar a little more. There we go. Okay. So there she's dressed there, and then we'll get her socks on. You may find wear as well on these yellowing holes. Just be really delicate and careful. These are rare to find. I will say, if you are looking for a Kimber doll on eBay that's loose, most of the time they don't have the socks on them. It's just, they get mixed up with a lot of Barbie clothes or Barbie and the Rockers. Also, the Creata lace dolls was another rock line of dolls. They get mixed in with their clothing as well. Especially Barbie and the Rockers, I've noticed a lot of their stuff gets mixed. Okay, so her socks are on. Just make sure they're on really good all the way up because the shoes need to fit. So I get her heels on. Shoes, heels, whichever. Okay. There she is. Da-da-da-da. Clean. Ready to go. Now we'll get her keytar on her. It goes this way, and of course it's like she's got to actually play the keys, which is kind of awkward, you can see. So, I mean, whatever way you can do it. The keys, I think, should have been the other way. I guess we can try it out. Let's see. It's just, I don't think my strap will go in that direction. It's too short. So, you know, if whatever way fits best. I don't think anybody's going to be so not politically correct for you on that. So, there we go. She's ready to go. Pop her in her stand. Make sure her shoes aren't coming off mine. And then the stand goes over her calf. Okay? Now, I'm going to play a little bit of her cassette. It's always good to find, make sure, you know, if you're going to get a cassette and you want it, if you're just going to display it, no big deal if it works or not. But I just always test mine. So let's play hers. And it's usually the Holograms cassettes have songs from Gem, and then the Misfits always have Misfit songs. So let's give it a play.
There's music in the air, music in the making, music in the air, something big is breaking.
Whoa! And she just
wow, look around, it's a siren sound. Did we take you by surprise that you can't believe your eyes? Wow, well, this is only the beginning, only the beginning. Now's the time when our skull's gonna climb, practice try.
So as you see, and I'm not going to redo this video, sometimes they fall over. I have in my case where they're just like, all of a sudden I hear something and they're flopped over. So, you know, it happens over time. Like I said, this one's about, my peg's a little cracked and a little loose there, so she might flop over. So just be really delicate with placing them in there. And it may happen where they fall over. So there's Kimber. I'm going to show you a few I've done with Kimbers that have had cut hair or had some issues or chipping. Now here's a Kimber doll here that I placed in one of those stands. Okay, now she has cut hair, Someone cut her hair off, and you know, as a kid, you always like to cut people's hair off, I guess. I put on Barbie and the Rockers socks. She has some splits in her legs and stuff, in her actual leg, so that's why I just dressed her up in this. I did order some shoes from someone on eBay that makes shoes and necklaces, and I probably just use a lot of Barbie clothes. This is definitely a gem hat, so I just thought she was pretty cute in this outfit. This one actually is a mixture of Barbie, Create-A doll, Create-A lace doll, and gem shoes and stuff. So whatever way makes you happy. She's got short hair again, so I wanted to do that one. And this one I thought was really cool to do. Very 80s style it out. With the sleeves off. I actually pushed the earrings through her head just to give her some earrings. And then just the tights. Now the Barbie tights don't fit, so I'm always cutting off the bottoms, putting some socks on, tights over socks, and then shoes that I've ordered. So she's definitely 80s, which I love. So anyway, this is AZ 80s Girl. The next one up will be Roxy. So stay tuned and we'll go to Roxy.